Well, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make a cell phone acoustic speaker, and the plans for this come out of the latest edition of Popular Woodworking, August 2024, and it comes off of page 32 and thereabouts. But I wanted to go through the process and show you today what we're going to do. The cell phone acoustic amplifier will look something like this, and we'll go through the process of making it now. First thing I've done is gathered my wood for it. Let's take a moment and go through and cut these to size. We're going to cut them 4.5 inches wide by 5 inches long, all three pieces. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is cut this middle piece out. I'll measure it and set it up to where I can cut it out over on my bandsaw. And let's go ahead and do that. And the first thing I want to do on this middle piece is to find the center line. We're looking at a piece that's going to be 5 inches wide and 4.5 inches tall. So if we look at this, let's find our center point first. And it's 2.5 inches that we'll measure for our center point. And we'll draw a center line on our 2.5 inch mark. Okay, that way we'll be able to measure from side to side without any problem there to find that center mark. And the first thing I want to do is on each side, you'll look up at the top, it has a mark of 1 1/8 inches. So from inside there, we want to mark 1 1/8 inches. Put a mark there, 1 1/8 inches from the other side. Let's draw a straight line down from those. The iPhone 13 measures approximately 3 inches wide. So what that's going to do is going to leave a little shelf here so that when the phone sets in, it will not fall down. It'll set up, and it'll allow this hollow point here to resonate the sound. After we have that line drawn, we'll measure down 1 1/8 inches. Put a mark there and a mark there, and we'll square that up across. That will be the center line. And each of these points here, if we draw these out on the other parts up here, we'll drill a 5/8 inch diameter hole to make our slot with. But that'll go in the top of one of these. So we'll set this up now, and we'll look, and we're going to want to cut from the inside 7/16 of an inch. From this line and this line, 7/16 of an inch in, but 17/16 we might as well go with a 1/2 inch. So we'll set that up for 1/2 an inch inward. And a 1/2 inch inward. From there we'll draw us a mark to the top here on each side. From here, we'll come up 1 3/4 inches. We have that grid line. We'll draw that grid line. Now, from this line here, all this will be waste. This will be waste. From this line to this line, we'll go ahead and draw the line from here to here. That is our cut line from those. Okay, all of this is waste. All of this will be cut out. So let's go to the bandsaw and cut this out. All right. Setting up our bandsaw, we want to bring our guide down to just above the workpiece. That will keep it from moving out of the way or jumping up and down or causing any problems. And then we want to look at our piece set up. Remember, we're cutting all this away. Don't know if you see, but I had a visitor in the shop, a leopard frog. Leopard frogs are good to keep around in your shop. Don't kill them or run them off, because they take care of other critters like roaches and things that will mess up your shop. So there you go. Finished cutting this piece out. Okay, we have the soundboard cut out, the baffle here, so let's move back. Just putting the pieces together by hand, looking at them here, it looks like it's going to match up pretty good. You can see the sound baffle in there, where the sound will come out, and it looks pretty good. So let's move on. Next thing I want to do is to measure down from the top of this part an inch. An inch and 1/8. I'll draw our reference line across there, and that's 1 inch and 1/8. And from the side over here, I want to draw 1 inch and 1/8 also. So I'll mark that. And there. Draw our lines down from there. And what we've done here is mark the board with the X marks there to drill our holes with. We'll drill a 5/8 inch hole here and here. Now we're going to drill our holes for the slot. Drill right on our X marks the spot. And go all the way through. First thing I want to do before the scroll saw is to draw our parallel lines from point to point. Now I'll take a raspy file and clean up this edge here. Smooth those out. Okay, so what we have, when you look down into it, you'll see the ledge that the phone sets on, and it will set like this, and you can play your songs. So let's go ahead and sand this and clean it up and get ready to glue it up. What I'm wanting to do is get all these marks off of it. Works great. Alright, let's go home and glue it up. Okay, I have my clamps, I have the parts, I have the tight bond glue. This is waterproof exterior and interior. Cleans up with water. It's wood glue. And so let's go ahead and glue this up. Smooth it around. It won't take too long for this to set up, so we'll go ahead and put our clamps on. By the time we get back to the shop, it'll be dry enough to finish up. Alright, let's go back to the shop. Okay, I'm back in the shop and it has set up enough to where I can go ahead and sand on it and finish it up. So let's go ahead and do that. Give it a little radius over the edge here. And breaker tripped. Thank goodness for air-conditioned shop. Well, that pretty much has it sanded. We've sanded down and sanded up the sharp corners. Let's work on this part a little bit. Okay, let's put a little finish on it. We'll do a light finish. We still have some sand marks there. Let's get those sand marks out first. Okay. Get our good little way there. And smooth it around.